Hello everyone, this is Safa Suleiman Sheikh. Welcome back to Catalyst channel. Today I am back with another episode of Word Equations Made Easy, episode number 2. This episode is all about money problems. No, not the emotional ones, the math ones. We will crack questions on fixed charges, variable costs, gain and loss, some coin problems, and maybe some even investment questions that sound like finance classes, but they are just secretly simple equations. So if you have ever looked at a cost problem and gone like, what? Today we are going to turn that into aha. Grab your notebooks. This is gonna be quick, fun, and crystal clear. Without any further delay, let us dive in. The first set of questions are in front of you. These questions are related to the fixed charge and the variable charge sort of problems. So in this, what happens is you will be given some fixed charge and you will be given some variable charge, and you would have to find the fixed charge and the variable charge based on the total cost that is given to you. So very simple problem. Let me just take one example and explain it to you. What is the fixed cost and what is the variable cost? Suppose what we are doing is we have to go from one place to another, say from point A to point B. Okay, so I have to go from point A to point B and I am hiring a taxi to go from A to B. Now the taxi driver, suppose this is our taxi driver, he is telling us that, see, no matter where you want to go, my charges go like this, that rupees 50 I will charge you. This is my fixed charge. Rupees 50 I will charge you even if you sit in my car for 10 minutes, or if you travel for 10 kilometers, 200 kilometers, 300 kilometers. This 50 rupees is my fixed charge. This I will take it irrespective of how much ever distance you have traveled. Then for every kilometer that you are traveling, I am going to charge you 5 rupees. Okay, I am going to charge you 5 rupees per kilometers. So suppose from A to B, total distance is 20 kilometers. Then what will be the total amount we have to pay to the taxi driver? 50 rupees. Obviously, this is the fixed charge we have to pay only, irrespective of the distance. Okay, plus for every kilometer that I have traveled, I have to pay him rupees 5. So for 20 kilometers, how much do I have to pay him? 20 into 5. Okay. So the total amount that I have to pay him is 50 plus 20 into 5, 100, rupees 150. Rupees 150 is the total amount that I have to pay to the taxi driver. Got it? So now here, this 50 rupees that you pay irrespective of the distance that you have traveled, which is fixed, this is called as the fixed charge. And this number that you are seeing per kilometer that you are paying, okay, and which varies according to the kilometers you have traveled, that is called as the variable charge. Very simple. Fixed charge will not change. Variable charge, the value will depend upon how many kilometers you have traveled. Now keeping this in mind, see the question that is in front of you. Taxi charges in a city consist of fixed charges and the remaining depend upon the distance traveled in kilometers. So if a person travels 60 kilometers, he pays 960 rupees, and for traveling 80 kilometers, he pays 1260 rupees. Find the fixed charges and the rate per kilometer. So here the rate per kilometer is nothing but the variable charge you have to find. Now as I told you in the previous episode that whenever you have to assume the variable, that what is x, what is y, just look at the end of the question what they have asked you to find. That itself will give you an idea what you have to take as x and what you have to take as y. So let the fixed charge be x, okay, and let the variable charge be y. Let the fixed charge be x, let the variable charge be y. Now here, from here to here you will get one equation, and from here to here you will get another equation. Okay, from here to here you get one equation, from here to here you get another equation. Now what will be the equation? See, a person travels 60 kilometers. Now he is going 60 kilometers. Okay, so he has to pay some fixed charge. What is the fixed charge? In this example we have taken it as x rupees. So x plus how much distance he has traveled? 60 kilometers, right? And rate per kilometer, the variable charge per kilometer is how much? It is y right? So it will be 60y. This is equal to 960 rupees. As simple as that. What we did here, what did we do? We did the fixed charge plus variable charge into number of kilometers traveled, right? So same thing we are doing here, where x is the fixed charge plus 60 is number of kilometers traveled into the variable charge. So this will give me 960 rupees. Similarly, frame for this one, same thing. Now just the distance is different, right? So fixed charge will be the same, x plus how much distance has he traveled? This will be 80 kilometers. So 80 into y, the total amount is 1260 rupees. This is how you will be solving the fixed charge and the variable charge question. Very simple, very easy. The fixed charge you have to add to the variable charge, multiplied by the distance, by the days, depends upon what the question is asking for you. So you may get, taxi charges type of questions where you will have a fixed charge and a variable charge, maybe a library question, a school hostel question, that is what will be the cost, what will be the total charges for staying in a hostel if you have stayed for 20 days, 30 days. Same format, same way you will solve the equations. Only thing is you just have the wordings will be a little bit different, but the methodology of solving these problems is the same, where you add the fixed charge to the variable charge by multiplying whatever is given. Okay, now see the next question. This is a homework question for you. A part of monthly hostel charges in a school is fixed and the remaining depends upon the number of days one has taken food in the mess. Okay, so now you have the entire question where you have to find the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. So this is nothing but the variable charge you have to find. I leave this to you so that you can solve it and practice it. Please do definitely solve it and drop your answers in the comment section so that I know that you are following along with me. The next question is something similar, but there is a small change here. That is why I have included it and I'll be explaining to you. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Okay, so nothing but same thing. We have a fixed charge for the first 3 days. Okay, now there's a slight difference between the previous problem and this problem. Now what we had in the previous problem was, what did our taxi driver told us? No matter how much ever distance you travel, 50 rupees is fixed. Okay, that you have to pay. After that, for every kilometer, from the first kilometer itself or maybe half a kilometer, no matter how much you have traveled, that much into the variable charge I will be charging you, right? But now here what they have told, that the fixed charge is for the first 3 days. That is, for the cost for the first 3 days is your fixed charge. And after the 3rd day, 4th day onwards, we will be charging an additional charge, which is the variable charge for every day. Okay, so now you have to find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. Let us assume that the fixed charge is x. Okay, now remember, this x rupees is for the first 3 days. First 3 days. This is the cost of first 3 days, and this y that you're taking is the charge for per day after the 3rd day. After the 3rd day, that's why they have written for each extra day. Now just see the question, it becomes very clear to you when you frame the equations. Mona paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days. We are going to get a first equation from here. Tanvi paid rupees 21 for a book she kept for 5 days. The second equation we are going to get from here. Okay, just see, Mona paid 27 rupees. The total cost is 27 rupees. She kept a book for 7 days. Now she kept a book for 7 days. Now what is the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So for the first 3 days, how much money she has to pay? X rupees. That is what they told. For the first 3 days, we have a fixed charge. And what is our fixed charge now? X. Maybe 5 rupees, 10 rupees, depends upon what the library is charging basically. Okay, so now we are assuming it to be X. So for the first 3 days, it will be X rupees, right? And for the remaining days, how many days are remaining? 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 days are remaining. So for the 4 days, what is the charge? For per day, the charge is Y, right? After 3 days. So for 4 days, it will be 4Y. So X plus 4Y, this is the fixed charge, plus the variable charge gives me 27 rupees. Next, how are we going to frame this? They are telling that for the 5 days, the cost is 21 rupees. So first 3 days, it will be X only. And for the 5 days, remaining 2 days, it will be 2y. So x plus 2y equal to 21. Same like this. Okay. Only thing is here the variable charge you have to take the number of days after the third day. So students generally make a mistake here. Those who understand those fixed charges of the taxi type of problems where you don't have to subtract anything, they'll do it thinking that you have to do this. This is a small change in the wording that you have to pay attention to. Okay, so now here it's told extra days after the third day. So after the third day, remaining days you will be charging the variable cost. Got it? For the first 3 days it is x, and for the next 4 days it is y. So it will be 4y. There it was not for the first kilometer, second kilometer, no. From the first kilometer only he is going to charge us y rupees in the taxi problem. It is gonna be, see, let me go back here. From the first kilometer only he is going to charge us 5 rupees per kilometer. Okay, and apart from that additional 50 rupees he is taking. That's the difference. Continuing forward. Next question, a railway half ticket costs half the full fare and the reservation charge is the same on half ticket as on full ticket. Now let me explain what happens. So now there is a railway station, and if you have to reserve a ticket, okay, if you are buying a ticket, it's a different thing. If you have to reserve a ticket, then you can reserve a full ticket, okay, or a half ticket. A full ticket or a half ticket. So suppose now me and my daughter, we have to go from point A to point B. Okay, from place A to place B. Okay, for me, I need a full ticket. For my daughter, I need a full ticket. But I will be going after some days or maybe after 2-3 days. So I go to the railway station and I book my tickets over there. So the person who is booking my ticket tells me that, okay ma'am, see, from here to here, from A to B, the full ticket's price is 1000 rupees. Okay. But we are going to charge you, because you are reserving the ticket, we are going to charge you 250 rupees extra. Total fare is 1000 rupees for the ticket. But if you are reserving your ticket, then we have to pay 250 rupees reservation charge. Then I tell, okay, what about my daughter? I need only half a ticket for her. So they tell that it's half of this, it's 500 rupees only, but the reservation charge is the same. Irrespective of whether you are taking a full ticket, a half ticket, reservation charge we are going to charge you the same, that is 250 rupees. I tell, okay, fine. Okay, the same thing they are telling you over here, that a railway ticket, half ticket costs half the full fare. This 500 rupees is half of this, that is what they are telling. And the reservation charge is the same on half ticket as on full ticket. 250 reservation for the full ticket, 250 for the half ticket. Now, one reserved first class ticket from Mumbai to Delhi costs 4150, while one full and one half reserved first class tickets cost 6,255 rupees. So from here to here we are going to get one equation, from here to here we are going to get one equation. Now let us assume what is x, what is y. So let's see here, what is the basic first class full fare. The first class full fare we are assuming it as x, the total cost of the ticket. Okay, fare means the total price. The total price of one ticket, one full ticket, we are going to take it as x. And what is the reservation charge? This reservation charge we don't know, that we are going to take it as y. Got it? The fare, the price you are taking of one full ticket is x, and the reservation that you are going to pay, you are taking it as y. Now what they are telling, one reserved first class ticket from Mumbai to Delhi costs 4150. One reserved, it is being reserved, and it is a first class, one complete ticket, not half a ticket, complete ticket. So what will be the cost? What is the cost of one ticket? X, right? Plus what is the reservation cost? Y. So x plus y should be 4150. As simple as that. Here the total cost is 1000 plus 250. Next they are telling one full and one half reserved first class ticket costs 6255. One full ticket is there, one half ticket is there. What will be the price of one full ticket? Same, x plus y, right? Because x is the full price and y is the reservation charge. Now what about the half ticket? What will be the cost? The cost will be x by 2. Half of this, 1000's half, 500. Similarly, x is the full price. So the half price will be x by 2. Plus what is the reservation cost? Are we going to do y by 2? No, they told the reservation for my daughter is the same, right? So it will be y. equal to 6255. Now this you have to solve the equations, bring them into the standard forms, and then solve it using any of the methods that you know, maybe substitution, cross multiplication, elimination, that you have to do. Right now we are trying to form the basic equations. Okay, so these are the basic equations based on which you will solve and find the value of x and y. I hope now that you are clear with how to solve with the fixed charge and the variable charge type of questions. Okay, we have taken 2 questions in detail and 1 I have given as a homework for you, and almost all of the RS Aggarwal questions, RD Sharma questions I have taken over here. So next, all the practice problems that you see in those questions in those books, you'll find them very easy. Okay, even NCERT and other books that you refer, you will find such questions and you will be able to solve them. So this is the fixed charge, variable charge question that I have explained. Next, we will be going to the next type of cost problem. One type of cost problem was done in episode 1, where you are buying certain things, 5 pencils, 5 pens, then 2 pencils, 3 pens, like those type of questions. Second type of questions that you can find under money type of questions is this variable charge and fixed charge. Next, we are coming to the next one. Okay. Okay, the next question is an income and an expense sort of question. So they have given that there are 2 persons, A and B, and their monthly income, that is every month they are earning something, and that amount that they are earning is in the ratio 8:7. And their expenditures from the amount that they are earning, they obviously have some expenses every month, say maybe the rent, maybe the travel expenses, food expenses. Okay, so the expenses that they have, that expenses are in the ratio 19:16. If each person saves rupees 5,000 per month, find the monthly income of each. Now what we'll do is, see, whenever you see a ratio type of question, you have to take something called as common ratio. Now I'm not going into very much detail as to why you're taking a common ratio and why are you solving it like that. Okay, so that is a completely ratio proportion type of topic, and it's gonna make the video simply longer and complicate things. Okay, so here I want to give you the hacks and the easiest method to solve these type of questions. So what you have to do is, you have to assume a common ratio for every ratio that they have given. Okay, so now here there is one ratio 8:7. We are assuming that the common ratio for this is x. So what we mean to tell is, now the monthly income of A and B are in the ratio 8:7. So we are telling that A earns 8x rupees in 1 month. A earns 8x rupees in 1 month. Okay, where did I get 8x from? I assumed common ratio is x, and A is earning 8x rupees per month. A is earning 8x rupees. How much is B earning? 7x rupees. So B earns 7x rupees per month. Next, one more ratio you can see here. Let the common ratio for this be y. Fine. So what will be the A's expenses here? A's expenses will be how much? A's expense will be 19y. As I told you, the first number you have to take for A, second you are taking for B, 19y, and B's expense will be 16y. Okay, now what they are saving? Let me take a simple example and explain to you. Suppose I am earning 50,000 in 1 month. Every month I am earning 50,000 rupees, and out of that I am spending 20,000 rupees. Spending for maybe my house rent, for travel, for food and other miscellaneous expenses. Total my expense is 20,000 rupees. So how much will be left with me? How much am I saving? You will tell, ma'am, 30,000 rupees. Yes, 30,000 rupees. What did you do? From the total income, you subtracted your expenses to get your savings. Correct? How much you are earning minus how much you are spending will give you how much you are saving. That is exactly what you have to do. Now A, how much is he earning? 8x rupees. Simple, 8x rupees, right? How much is he spending? 19y rupees. Okay, take this as numbers. Treat them as numbers, you will understand. This is the total income minus the expense will give you how much he is saving. How much does he save? They told that each of them saves 5,000 rupees. So this will be 5,000. Okay. Now how much does B earn? B earns 7x rupees, right? And how much is he spending? 16y rupees. And how much does he say? 5,000 rupees. So this is how you will solve the income expenditure sort of problems. Now here they have given a ratio. Maybe they'll not give you a ratio. Maybe they'll give you some other question where you have to assume it as X and Y. A's income as X and expense as Y, something like that. And the way of tackling would be the same thing, that total income minus expense will give you how much they are saving. As simple as that. I hope all of these questions are clear now. Okay, I wanted to proceed forward with the next set of problems of these cost questions, but I just noticed that the recording has prolonged a lot and longer episodes are a little difficult for the students to watch. So let's end the video over here now, and I will take up the remaining problems where we have, gain type of problems, loss, investment sort of questions. Which students get scared by seeing the percentages. In fact, when you solve them, they are very easy actually. Okay, so we will handle them in a separate episode so that it becomes easier for you to understand each episode also, and it does not feel a lot of data to understand. Okay, so I will see you in the next class. Till then, have a nice day. See you in the next episode. I'll meet you in the next episode. Till then, have a nice day. Keep studying. See you in the next episode. Thank you. Goodbye.